guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay, and this is our Christmas Q&A. So get some fucking eggnog.
So like he said, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's, you filthy animals. We hope you're having a good one, Macaulay Culkin. Here, Michael.
What?
You fucking, not you.
You're supposed to wear it, you fucking twat.
It's fucking ripping apart.
Eat me.
There you go.
It wasn't for you, Michael.
He likes it.
Anyways, so yeah, our Q&A. We missed a bunch of questions last time. We're going to try to get to all of them this time. There's a shit ton. So again, if we ended up missing yours, just ask it again below and we'll do it on the next one for sure.
Okay.
So, we hope you guys have a wonderful fucking holiday.
No, we really do,
I
guys.
hope you get all the shit that you wanted. Moreover, I want to know what
video.
you asked for Christmas. What you want for Christmas more than anything else. Anything else. I'm going to buy it for you and ship it to your house.
My ex-wife to get herpes.
Too late.
She already has
Congratulations.
chlamydia.
First question. This one comes from Robert Alexander. Question for next vid. Is Jay still enjoying his PS4? If so, what games?
Okay, this might be a debate, right? This is going to be a problem. What happened with my PS4 is I did like it a lot. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. But my brother didn't have a next-gen console, so what I wound up doing is I gave him my PS4, and I was out, and I was kind of swindled, but not in a bad way. I got an Xbox One, and the reason why is because I wanted to play Halo again. And I thought Halo would be really great because Mike and I played Halo like a motherfucker back in the day. So I thought it'd be
fucking
awesome.
hard.
And Halo 4, I think it was, or Halo 5 or whatever it was on Xbox One, it was alright. It was fun, but it wasn't like nearly the same. That's why I got an Xbox One. But yeah, I enjoyed it when I had it. It was great. I played a lot of the old nostalgic Final Fantasy games and shut the fuck up. It was
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, but
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I bet you are.
But I'm not. Destination Station says, my question is, have y'all reviewed the Edward Furlong horror film Brain Scan? I think it'd be a great remake given all the video game and VR headsets on the rise. Will y'all please check this film out and review it? Also, I'd like to know y'all's thoughts on the film.
I haven't even heard of it. So.
What? Dude, Brain Scan was dope as fuck.
No,
Brain Scan is like one of my favorite old like horror movies that nobody talks about. That it used to be on HBO all the time or Skinemax or whichever one it was. But it was Edward Furlong, and he would like. I can't even explain it to you. I want to
watch the horror movie where he like freed lobsters in Kentucky. You hear about that Edward Furlong?
No.
He was the guy from Terminator 2, right?
Yeah.
He got arrested in Kentucky for fucking going into like a Red Lobster or something and like letting all the lobsters go from a tank and like
that reminds me of that Saved by the Bell episode.
That's what he did.
The frogs go. But no, that
it's out. I liked Edward Furlong back in the day. So I mean, if he did something else, like. I'll check it out if he's not in prison.
No, this is a movie that it already happened.
I know. I say if he did something.
Shut up!
God damn! God. Follow along.
Let me talk. Jesus. Brain Scan was fucking awesome. I love that movie as a kid, and I still watch it anytime it comes on. It's got to be a hard movie to find, but when we find it, we're gonna fucking review it.
Cool for us.
And he also asks, have y'all reviewed the horror western Bone Tomahawk with Kurt Russell? Badass movie.
Yes, we did. It was awesome.
And it was badass.
And I'm glad he said horror because I was definitely like leaning that way when I watched it.
Oh yeah, it's total horror.
Yeah. Shake it out. Shake it off. It's so fun waiting.
Okay. DTruck52_Joe says,
cool, Joe.
Picture yourself in 10 years. Where will you be? What will you be doing? Will YouTube survive?
In 10 years?
10 years, where will you be? What will you be doing? And will YouTube survive?
Well, I hope to get a job at Metropolis.
That's a good question.
In Metropolis at the Daily Planet. No, I don't know. In 10 years, I don't know where I'll be. Hopefully, I'll have a good, stable job, and YouTube is a career. So, I don't know.
God, that's fucking depressing, man.
Well, I'm not fucking trying to.
All your hopes and dreams.
Not on YouTube, but it's just. I hope to have a good job. I hope to have a good woman, and. That's it. No, you know what? Honestly, as far as YouTube surviving,
10 years.
I think YouTube's going to change a lot. I think YouTube is evolving right now, but I don't know if it's. I'll tell you what's going to happen, dude. If another company like Yahoo gets their fucking ass in the ring and they start throwing out stuff like a YouTube channel, I think you'll see a lot of creators go over that. I don't think YouTube will necessarily die in 10 years. I think that YouTube, if that happens, won't be the same significant powerhouse that it was.
I think YouTube will be here in 10 years, but I'll say that there's a chance that it won't be because they keep fucking with stuff and they keep changing it, Barbara, and I don't like that. You guys keep fucking with stuff and I don't like it. But no, I think it'll still be here just because I think even Facebook right now is trying the whole video thing and it's taken off in its own way, but nothing will ever just be YouTube. Like YouTube is just... I mean, YouTube is like so easy to make a video platform. What they've done is so simple, yet nobody can replicate it. And I think there's a reason for that.
Well, when YouTube was sold to Google, like that was when the problems started happening. Because Google's a huge, giant company, and they started getting their fat fingers involved in everything that creators do. Yeah. And that's caused all the issues. So
for me, in 10 years, I'm going to be very, very stressed out because my daughters are going to be, one's going to be of dating age, and the other one's going to be nearing it. And
you're fucked.
It's going to be fucking gnarly. But I also hope to be sitting right here on my ass.
I think, we'll be sitting here right on our ass talking about your third kid.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's going to happen, dude. No. Your dick can't fucking stay out of something.
No, John.
It's going to happen.
But I will say this. In 10 years, I hope that we're doing this. And I hope that we're doing this for a fucking living. And I don't say that...
God, putting all your eggs in one basket.
I don't say that because I want to make a bunch of money off you guys or anything like that. But I want to do this for a living. I want to be... I'm just going to be honest, dude. I'm going to put my dick on the table for everyone to see, laugh at, and point at.
And make sure you put that back in.
Why is it crooked?
I know.
And I want people to see it.
Looks like a hex.
But I want us to be doing this, and I want us to be big enough so that, the world wants to hear what we think when movies come out.
That'd be awesome.
And if trends keep going like they are in 2016, where you're not allowed to fucking say anything, and everybody's so PC and everything like that, that might happen. People will be like, those two fucking assholes.
We're the only two left.
Might be all there is. So
you know what? That's the thing, guys. That's what we love you guys because you recognize that when we see your comments because we grew up, I guess, in a different era, and we're not
from everyone else.
Well, not from everyone else, but I guess the way that we took the world and we you saw it and absorbed it, and we're coming in today in 2016, growing up in the 90s. It's not like all this PC shit is just so fucking stupid. Like we'll say jokes that are maybe harsh or whatever to each other or to other people, but it's jokes. Like we're not concerned about your butthole bleeding because you're fucking mad that somebody made a joke about you. Come the fuck on.
Yeah.
In 10 years, and that's the thing. Yeah, in 10 years, that'd be a cool thing, man. Like in 10 years, if we both could quit our jobs and just be able to do this full time, that would be amazing. That would be so cool. I mean, we could be able to crank videos out every single fucking day. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just want to. It's not because I want to make a shit ton of money off this and be rich or anything, but I want to be able to do this for a living and to just make the content better and do better stuff for you guys. That's my hopes and dreams. So that's what I'm hoping for. So I quit my fucking job. Fuck you, job. Black Phillip asks, can you guys recap Ash vs. Evil Dead episodes? Yes.
Yes, we'll do that
too. We can. And once we get caught up, hopefully we can get to a place where maybe season 3 we can review them when they come out. But I just bought on Black Friday for $10.
Cool
Great
beans.
bargain.
Cool beans.
The first season, so I'm halfway through that, and it's fucking great. So yeah, we're gonna review those.
Did you buy that at Sears?
No, man, it was Best Buy.
Oh, cool.
Joseph Browning.
Hey, Joseph.
Oh man, I moved back and my butt crack is showing now. The world can't see it. My question: what are your top 3 vampire films?
I've got 2 right away. Dusk Till Dawn, John Carpenter's Vampires. Mm-hmm. Ooh, God, I don't know, because I just thought that one. Okay, no. Yeah, I gotta throw it in there. I gotta throw it in third. I don't know if these are ranked though, but I guess they are. Lost Boys, top 3. Top 3. God, dude, that's hard because Dusk Till Dawn is badassery at the badass level. It's John Carpenter's Vampires is the badassery at the badass.
Dusk Till Dawn's in.
Yes, it's definitely in. But then you also got Lost Boys. But then you also got Fright Night. And you can go.
You should see him. That's short.
No, I was actually thinking. I was like, which one do I like better?
You skidded the brakes.
No, I was like, is I like the original or did I like the newer one?
I know that I'm going to be missing something fucking great, and it's going to hurt my butthole for years to come. But off the top of my head,
Bram Stoker's.
No,
you had a hard on for Johnny.
Off the top of my head, I'm going to go with you, Dusk Till Dawn. I'm going to go with you, Lost Boys. And I'm going to finish it off with Interview with the Vampire. Because that's a dope movie.
That is a good movie.
It's a badass movie.
There's a lot of sexual stuff going on.
I'm sure that
you're going to put that over John Carpenter's Vampires?
Yeah, I am.
Oh my God, Mike.
Great fucking movie, man.
Fuck you, Pedro. That's James Woods, man.
Brandon Kirkwood says, I know it's a good movie, I like it, but it'd be maybe 4th right now, okay?
Okay, I'll go with that.
You gonna be alright?
I'll be alright.
Okay.
I'll think
Brandon Kirkwood says, have you guys ever seen Blood Diner? It's the most hilarious and campy older horror flick ever.
You know what? I think when you mentioned Blood Diner, I think I saw the cover art for that one time a long time ago, but I've never seen it. It sounds funny. It actually sounds like one of the diners that we have here in our little.
It's kind of like Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man. It's like, yeah, but I'm kind of having a hard time not looking at you now. Bone structure. Let's see.
My God, you're a woman. I didn't even know.
Zar Oelke.
You've discovered oil.
Love your guys' channel, long-term subscriber. I wanted to ask, what movie have you guys ever cried at?
I've cried at many.
Oh, lots of fucking movies.
Shut the fuck up.
Most recently, I cried watching Rocky 3.
Yeah, I can see that.
Not when Nick dies.
I think he means like, you know, like probably full on like tears. Like, you know, you gotta like hide it and go like away for like 3 days to get your mojo back.
Remember the Titans in the theater? I cried like a girl when he got hit by the truck and he couldn't walk again.
Yeah.
And they're like, left side, strong side.
I didn't know.
I cried, but most recently, I cry all the fucking time at movies. Like, I literally, everything Man of Steel makes me cry every time I watch it.
I will say, you know what? It's weird. Like, I get teary. There are certain movies I get teary at. Like, I got teary at the 1978 Superman. When, like, he says no when Lois is supposedly dead, and he's flying in the air to turn the Earth back. And, you know, he's, like, doing that note. Like, I got teary there. But I'll tell you the movie that made me fucking, like waterworks it. There's two of them. A Beautiful Mind got me hard.
Good one.
And Warrior. Warrior at the fucking end, dude. At the fucking end of that movie.
Stop, Tommy!
Yeah, he's like, I love you, Tommy! And he like popped the motherfucker's shoulder. And he's like, it's over, Tommy! And then like hugging and stuff. Oh my God, dude, it got me. I was like, holy shit.
You lose this fight, you lose your home!
And then, you know what, throwing it way back, Best of the Best, at the very end of Best of the Best got me when he's talking.
There is no choice!
No, at the very, well, yeah, that was just so bad, 80s acting. But when at the end, when he was like, when he's like, to defeat an enemy in combat is honor, and not to kill him, and then he was like, I could be your brother, and they hug, and then he gives him the medal. I'm like, God damn it! I was like, why do you do this?
Most recently I cried watching Rocky 3 because when they're standing out in the ocean talking to each other, and not when Mick dies, because I feel like he overacted that. You're like, ah!
Yeah.
Mick, you know, Mick.
Yeah.
But when he's standing out in the ocean talking to Adrian, there's something about it. She's like, you've never quit anything before. He's like, I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay.
You cried at that part?
I don't know why. It worked.
Well, I'm not gonna judge you by crying because I cried.
Every
I cried
movie makes me cry.
I cried at the end of Aladdin.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
That's cool.
Because he was best friends, and that shows true friendship. He let the genie go. He could have been Prince again. And no matter what anybody says, you'll always be a prince to me. That got me. So fuck off.
Okay, Tracy Fallon asks, I was watching videos and remembering some. I need to ask this. Mike, did you play in a band? He said, Mike, did you play on a band?
You did. Mike did that multiple times to get tickets.
I played on top of him. He said, Mike, did you play on a band, a singer? What type of music did you play? Can you sing for us, please? No. Jay was on it too?
No.
Sorry for my bad English. I'm from Peru. That's all right, man. I like Peru. I've never been there, but can you send me tickets? I did play in a band, actually. I played in a band. It was a hard rock band. It was like a more metal version of Papa Roach with a really good band and a really bad singer, and I was the singer. But yeah, there was some screaming, some singing. It was great times. We played a few shows around the local area, and we made a couple demos, and it was fun. And no, I will not sing for you. I'm not a good singer at all. I can scream really good, but I was never really a good singer. I was a good songwriter, but not a good singer. But yeah, the band was called Falling to Rise.
I played the band once. It was called Army of One. And we were going to make it. You know what? The weird thing
Jay never came to see us play. I just want to throw that
Shut the... Why you got...
Never came. I was in a band with his brother, and you never came to see us play.
Because you all were assholes and left me out. Actually, you know...
What, you want to play the fucking tambourine?
I would play the flute. Give me the keyboard. I would have been badass. You know what's weird is like... I was in that band for like 5 seconds.
What band?
In your band. That became the band. When Cody got his first drum set or whatever, I was...
that wasn't that band. This was like...
Oh, well...
I've been in like 18 bands, but that was the first band.
I was in... I sang Brain Stew.
By Green Day.
Yeah,
I remember that. In the garage.
In the garage.
So we were in a band technically for like 8 minutes together.
Yeah, it was fun. It really lasted. You gotta pause it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go get something. It's fine. You're still looking because you can't read.
Jay!
It didn't break.
What the fuck?
Those are solid models. They were made in Peru. So...
Super commenter Rex Fellis says, I didn't submit a question for this Q&A, but here's one. Fuck, marry, kill. Angela from Night of Demons, 1980s or remake after she was turned into a demon. Jay Height from It Follows after she was cursed and you knew about it. I think that's the old chick.
Oh.
I'm guessing that's the old chick. You know what I'm talking about? The one that was like... or Tiffany after Chucky turned her into a doll. It had to have one really fucked up one. Hey, at least I didn't ask you about banging dudes.
That's true.
So I'm going to say that I don't know who Angela from Night of Demons is.
I think I know who she is, but I'm not 100% positive on it.
I'm going to straight up right fucking now kill Jay Height from It Follows because I don't want that old naked bitch following me around anywhere. She's dead, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play Russian roulette with my dick, and I'm going to fuck the chick from Night of Demons. Because for some reason I feel like she's
What's
hot.
her name?
Angela from Night of Demons. Look it up. Give me a picture.
No, you're not getting it.
Google it, bitch.
I am, but you're not getting it.
What do you mean?
I already
said I was gonna... No, wait. No, I'm gonna fuck the doll.
No, you can't go back,
fuck the
bitch.
doll. I'm gonna fuck the doll.
Oh, no, dude. Because you're not seeing her. First off,
I'm gonna fuck the doll, and I'm gonna marry the chick from Night of Demons.
Okay.
Hey, if I marry the doll, do I also get to fuck the doll?
No, because he said Night of Demons, Angela, after she became demon, so you have to pick.
Yeah. I like weird chicks.
No, you have to pick.
I like those.
So you would fuck
gothy chicks, man. They
so
really
you're gonna
turn me
marry.
on.
Okay, so are you gonna marry Angela before she became a demon or after she became a demon?
Whatever he says. He said after, so after.
Cool for you. So this is what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna fuck the doll.
I'm gonna fuck Angela before she becomes a demon.
No, he didn't give you that choice.
Yes, he did.
After.
He did too.
Motherfucker, he said after.
I heard you. I had fucking hearing aids.
Angela from Night of Demons, 1980s or remake after she was turned into a demon. Ha!
Whatever. Okay, well, okay.
Bitch, do you speak it English?
I'm gonna kill that bitch.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill that bitch.
All right.
Wow.
I've probably fucked worse. I know you have.
Multiple times. I'm gonna...
Come on, bitch!
I'm gonna fuck the girl, the old one.
You're gonna fuck the old lady? Really?
They need time.
Why don't you kill her? I'd rather fuck the doll.
Because I'm gonna marry Tiffany.
You're gonna marry the doll.
Because I can have sex all the time with her.
This demon, dude. She must be bad if you'd rather fuck the old lady.
Look at this bitch. You fucking asshole. That's chlamydia in a bottle.
She looks like she got stank vagina.
Holy shit, dude.
That's like James Franco in the interview. He's like, I got a stank dick.
That's a fucking meth head. That's a meth head.
All right, well, I've already my vote
all
to
right,
it.
so I fucking killed her. I fucked the old lady because at least, that's clean.
No, I'd still probably rather fuck her.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then your dick fall off. And then I would marry Tiffany because Tiffany's going to put out all the time. Jennifer Tilly? Are you kidding me? Marry her?
As a doll, bitch.
She's not going to be a doll when I marry her.
No, she's a doll. You gotta follow the rules.
Then did he say doll?
Yes, after she's a doll.
Then I'll become a doll and we'll have fucking doll sex. So, Chucky did it.
Guys, give us more of those Mary fuck kills on this one's Q&A.
Chucky did it.
Pretty good.
Chucky did it.
All right, well, Chucky also fucking killed kids and
but
shit.
Chucky had a dick apparently, which is weird, as a doll.
So did Ted. He was fucking that girl
I
back
don't
in the
know
stock room,
that.
you know?
I think he was lying.
Anyways, good question. Give us more of those. More Mary fuck kills in the comments below. Dave B asks, have you guys ever seen Eastbound and Down? If so, how do you like it?
I've never seen that, actually. Eastbound and Down, is that the one with Will Ferrell? That was in that one episode? The main guy, okay, I saw, I think I saw like one or two episodes of that. It looked funny. Like, it looked like something I would like be into, but I never watched a full episode or anything, so...
I watched it and it's fucking hilarious, and you would like it a whole lot.
What's that guy's name?
Danny McBride.
McBride, yeah.
I only watched the first season or so, but it's one of those shows, like, I don't know why I stopped watching, I just did. But yeah, that's a badass show. I want to finish watching it someday. Renegade Hero, she asks a lot of questions. She's always active in there. I really do appreciate
Renegade
that.
Hero, yeah.
Yeah, she says, question, do subscribers send you stuff? I would love to send you guys something. We all love you guys too. Oh, I love you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Why are you saying the creepy as fuck?
I want to buy you a Christmas present.
Oh my God! Send that back.
Yes, subscribers have sent us stuff. Those two statues that we got in the background from Michael Adams Dean. Sometimes we don't really have a P.O. box or anything set up, but I trust you. Just shoot me a message and I'll send you an address. We need to get a P.O. box set up.
Don't you give them mine.
Because it'd be fun. I'm going to give them yours. That's
That's
what I meant. But
I need more friends.
we need to set up P.O. box stuff. I just don't know if it's worth it to set one up because like only 4 people like us. So I don't know.
I know. You know what? We're always blown away by anybody like wanting to send us anything or that we get anything. So that's amazing.
Another question: is there something you'd like to send us? Comment below. But yeah, no, we need to do that one day.
Dude, if somebody sent me a fucking, like, one of those stickers, like gold stickers, I'd be happy. I'd be like, that's fucking awesome.
Mark with the C. I love that. That's badass. Empire Records asks, you had to remake either Jaws, The Shining, or The Exorcist. Which one would you pick, and how would you do it?
Ooh, God, that's a loaded ass question. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go with The Shining. I want to go with...
His next question was, can you jump scare the hell out of Jay, because it's kind of funny. So I just wanted to do that. Oh, God, that hurt, bitch.
Dick, that made me spill my... Dude, that hurt my heart. I'm done. That really fucking hurt, dude.
Yeah, well, my shoulder hurts, bitch.
Good. That hurt, dude. I gave you a girly slap. It wasn't even a hard slap.
You had to remake either... You had to remake.
Don't do another one.
Either Jaws, The Shining, or The Exorcist. Which one would you pick, and how would you do it?
Don't do another one.
I won't.
All right. I broke. My concentration's broken.
All right.
Okay. All right. So first off, The Shining was remade. They did more of a Stephen King based movie it was a while ago, but they did that. They did a TV series with the guy from Wings. And I think they did a pretty good job. I don't think that, because Stephen King was really a big part of that remake. So I don't think The Shining would be something I'd go with a remake. And Kubrick did such
just answer the question.
Why don't you just suck a dick? All right, so I would. Dude, it's sacrilegious, but the movie already is. But I would remake The Exorcist in the right way.
It's hard. I would not remake Jaws because it's too hard.
Yeah, I would.
It's too hard with the water.
Jaws. It wasn't even the fact that Jaws is Jaws, but it's because it's hard to make a movie that people that aren't on the beach are scared of or that live near it. So, but The Exorcist is fucking scary. Like that could.
Yeah. I would take The Exorcist, and the reason I would take The Exorcist is because it's the biggest challenge that there is. Like, not as far as hard, but like, how do you make it scary? If you could somehow remake The Exorcist and make it scary, like the TV show we thought was going to suck was actually pretty good, but still not a remake. I would take The Exorcist just because I don't know. I feel like all you need is a room and a scary girl, and you need to make it fucking scary. It's the biggest challenge of all, but I would have the most fun.
Well, the question is, how would we do it? Dude, that's a hard question, man, because how would you make it? You know what I would do is actually I would get people that has worked on Paranormal Activity and Insidious and Sinister and things like that, and do it in the same kind of style, and get their opinion. And their help. That's like, I wouldn't go full on Rob Zombie with it. Like I think that would be stupid. But I don't know. Like, what if the demon I guess did jump from people to people. It's just hard, man. But The Exorcist is what I would remake. Like that would be the one that I would remake. And we're gonna get a lot of hate for that because The Exorcist itself is such a great movie.
It's not the one I think should be remade. I think if you should remake any of them, what was the third one? Shit, Jaws, The Exorcist, or
The Shining.
The Shining. I don't know.
No, not even The Shining, dude. With Jack Nicholson, with Stanley Kubrick's original, like.
Yeah. I don't know.
You'd have to go with Jaws.
Stanley Kubrick's would be impossible to remake for me just because it's made so perfectly. But so was The Exorcist.
But Stanley Kubrick's The Shining was already remade, so you can't really say that.
Yeah. So here's the next question. Suramaj says.
Sorry if we're fucking your name up.
If you guys can make an individual horror film, what will the film be about? And go ahead and spoil the ending.
God damn. I was not prepared for this when I drank beer. I would go with a horror movie. I think, what always scared me was like those herky-jerky fucking bitches.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It'd be a slasher.
It would be a...
If you and I ever made a film, it'd be a slasher.
I thought you were saying individual films.
No.
Okay, if you and I made a film, it'd be a slasher film all the way. Actually, we had some kind of thing in the works. Not in the works, but we weren't going to really... We don't have the money to make it, but we actually talked a few times about scripting ideas and horror movies that we thought would be funny or cool to put on screen. And there was one that we talked about that was pretty badass. We fleshed it out pretty well. And it was more of a grindhouse film about security guards and just getting caught in like an area where you can't really get out, and there's this crazy psychopathic killer that's lurking around trying to get you guys, and you're cut off from communication. And again, your security guards. There was a whole again, grindhouse feel to it.
I also think we also talked about doing one time where two people were sitting out in front of my house. Like, what if the movie starts and there's two dudes sitting in a car and they're like us, like they're shooting the shit and making dick jokes, laughing. They seem like normal guys. They're likable and you like them. And then the next thing you know, they get out of there like, "Are you ready?" It's like, "Okay, I'm ready." And then they get out and they grab all the shit and they go in this house and murder the fuck out of
for no reason whatsoever.
And it takes you off. So like where you've got other slasher movies like Michael Myers and shit like that, the way they've become is that you actually root for Michael Myers now. In this movie, it would start out that way, and these two would be sick, sadistic fucks, but they'd also be really likable and funny, but they were murderers, and you'd make a story out of that.
That's exactly, yeah, we really did talk about doing that kind of film. And you know, the weird thing is,
it would end like Scream, with like,
yeah,
"You do the phone, dick!" And they'd have to stab each other.
You know, and it would be actually fucking scary, because if two guys are sitting here making YouTube, that's what I think we talked about, making YouTube videos or something. Maybe we didn't even go that far, but if two guys were making YouTube videos and when the camera went off, what they did in their spare time was basically go murder and fucking torture people and steal money from their house, and that's how they, you know, but they're not bad guys. They're horrible people, actually. Okay, they're bad guys, but they're funny.
You like them.
You make them like them. So you feel weird. You're like, why do I root for these assholes? I just want them to die. But
Ray Reed asks, question: how do you get some wham up in you, and does it hurt?
A little bit. A little bit.
It hurts going in, and it feels strange, but by the end of it, you're
feels
like,
good.
It's a deep sensation, and I'm ashamed of it. And you don't tell your friends, but we do ask you share our videos.
At the end of the day, when you have some wham up in you,
a lot.
You feel energetic, you feel pregnant.
Yeah, it's like
and
taking
drugs. You want to take that joy to the world. But yeah, man, just feel the video. Just feel the video. Bend over and feel the video.
Just hold on.
But don't watch with your asshole because you can't see.
Yeah, just hold on tight. And
never let go.
Yeah. Okay. Hashtag Team Iron Man. Constant fucking commenter. We love your fucking face. My questions. Number one, when was the last big fight you guys had and why? And how did you manage to solve it?
That was probably like last week.
We fight a lot.
But that's like last week. We fight like all the time. Like it's not even a joke. Like we really do. It's weird though how we fight. We fight. Like it's such a fucking fucked up thing. Either we'll fight in person, where it's just like a bunch of screaming and arguing, or but for the most part, it comes through text messages. And this motherfucker, like, is fast on the keyboard, so he sends me bitch things, and I'm like trying to get back to him, and then I have to delete everything I just said because he just threw something else at me, and now I have to fucking respond to it, and I'm like, son of a bitch!
I'm fucking hitting you with quarters before you get there.
But give some respect. Like, look, if you're gonna bitch at me, which I'm fine with that, you're gonna have something to say. But give me like at least 5 minutes to respond and give you something back. You're fucking like, and then I have to delete. Oh, well, I said that. He already answered that. Now I gotta go back here and fix that. And then it's shitty. But we do fight a lot. But how we make up about it is like we're just like well, I fucked up. You fucked up. I'm an asshole. You're an asshole. I'm sorry.
Usually,
so it's like,
but it's a good thing because we have a relationship, which. A non-sexual relationship.
Yeah.
We have a relationship to where we can say anything to each other, and we're never gonna. We only fought like once, but we could say shit to each other that we wouldn't say to anybody.
Dude, I swear to God, if you heard some of our shit that we said to each other, you would say, "How the fuck does he still have teeth?"
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like
we never ever hold anything back. So if we feel something, we just say it to each other. I'm like, "Dude, you look fucking fat today." Whatever it is, like we say it to each other without we don't hold anything back. So everything's always out there in the open. And yeah, we fight a lot, but it's healthy. It's sort of healthy.
Well, the thing is, it's always constructive. It's not like, what, honestly, it's weird. It's weird. Like, a lot of people will fight and they'll throw out bad shit insults that have nothing to do. Like he said, fat shit. Well, we never like do that. But I'm saying, like, like if it's like we're talking about how our attitudes are or whatever, or we're doing something, it's always constructive because it helps us get to a point where we need to go.
One time we got in a fight outside of a bar. We're like,
yeah, you hurt my fucking ribs, asshole. Like,
I thought Jay took a swing at me.
No, I didn't.
You look like you took a swing at me.
You were drunk.
Your hand moved in the general direction that you were going to swing at me.
I was not.
And I never would have swung back.
You didn't swing.
Unless you swung at me.
No, we didn't swing. What happened was like...
You look like you swung.
I didn't swing.
So I swung back.
Well, we didn't really... Well, you swung, I ducked it.
No, I punched you in the rib. You remember?
No, you picked me up, and when you picked me up and slammed me on the concrete, that was...
No, that was a punch.
No, you picked me up.
Punched you in the rib.
You like Goldberg.
You came at me, bro.
You can go back, bro.
Anyways, one time in a parking lot at a bar, we got in a fight.
It was weird though. I defended him though because the fucking dude was walking. It's like, hey, what the fuck is going on? Like this dude walking out of the bar. And I'm like, well, we're just playing.
We were both like, no, dude,
they were just playing.
It was immediate stop. Yeah. Like we were literally physically fighting, and the dude came out of the door. And it's like, what y'all doing? We're like, nothing, dude.
No, we're just
see you later.
We're just hanging out.
Let's just get in the car.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how it is. It's always we do fight. We fight quite a lot, but it's always a betterment after the end. So it's not like some people fight and they say a bunch of bad shit to each other and they never talk again.
There's nothing we can do to each other worse than what we've already done to each other.
Well, not worse than it's done to us in life. Like we've both been fucked by life, so it doesn't really matter.
Stock Diane asks, I enjoy the banter between you two. You are genuine. I love you guys because you're from the South. Do you know the Turtle Man?
No. I don't know what that is.
It says, I've been dinged to ask.
Turtle Man.
The Turtle Man is some guy. He was like on Discovery Channel or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know
who he is.
I know the Ninja Turtles. I don't know the Turtle Man.
Anonymous Furry asks.
Don't be anonymous, man. Be proud.
Fucking yeah, dude. I'd fuck a furry.
I would. I actually would.
Also,
kind of hole in there.
What's y'all's guys' favorite scary movie? Scream reference. I mean, I got
mine's always
Exorcist.
Favorite of all time.
Scariest is The Exorcist. Favorite Halloween.
Yeah, I was gonna say like my Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite scary genre. Or not scary genre, but scary series. But as far as like scariest movie I've ever seen, yeah, The Exorcist probably got to be up there. But I didn't know what he was asking because like the favorite, I could watch over and over again is Nightmare on Elm Street. Hellraiser is up there too.
Augs for President, longtime subscriber, thank you, dude. Asked, will you ever do drunk commentaries?
We
basically
do that
every video we do is a drunk commentary.
Like I don't know. Are you talking about like falling down drunk where we can't even talk anymore?
No, I think he means like. By the way, if you look at our subscription page, there's a little box and it's like an orange, like in the comics when someone talks. When someone talks, it's like an orange box, and that's Riff.tv. And what they do is anything on Netflix, you can watch it on Netflix, and the YouTuber that you like will watch the movie with you and comment on it. So go to Riff.tv. Google it if you have to. We're on there. We did Human Centipede. We did a bunch of them.
Yeah,
so
we would love to be able to do that constantly, but it's just hard to do.
Right. Bulal Kador asked, do you guys review trailers? If you do, please review the Wonder Woman official trailer. This was a month ago. Yeah. I don't think we ever reviewed it, but yeah, we review trailers sometimes.
Sometimes,
sure.
Yeah. The thing about those reaction channels, this would be a little tangent. The reaction channels do really well. And I know that, and I know a lot of people actually mention that in the comments, do a lot of reactions to videos. And I'm not lying, I've seen so many different cool videos on YouTube, and I've seen a lot of cool things that I would love to react to. But I'm not taking anything from those reaction channels at all, like I'm not. But it doesn't seem like genuine to me to be able to just turn a camera on, watch something and have somebody react, and that's every once in a while it's okay. Especially when it's a trailer or for a big movie studio.
Trailer stuff's great, and we still use fucking Windows Movie Maker to edit, and it doesn't allow picture-in-picture. I used Vegas there for a while. That's why I saw a couple of them, and I need to get back on that shit, because I want to do those.
But when your whole channel is built on that?
It feels, dude, I don't like doing, I'll just be honest with you, I don't like doing trailer reactions, because it feels fake. Even if your reaction's natural, when you're watching it, if something excites me, I hate watching someone do a trailer reaction, and then they go, oh my god, I can't believe it's Spider-Man, oh my god! I don't like that.
He said that, but I mean, to be honest, our reactions to those shows have been genuine. It's been real, but he's not. But when
I watch him back again, I'm like, man, that looks fake.
But it's not fake for us. But I've seen other reaction channels. I'm not going to mention YouTube names, but I've seen other reaction, like the big giant reaction channels that do that stuff. And dude, I mean, I've watched enough of their videos to know when they're faking to get the money. They're trying to fake to get the views. Even if they don't even like the fucking trailer, they don't even like what's going on in front of them. They're going to do that because they know that the majority of the subscribers are going to be like, yeah, I'm glad that you really get it, and they're not going to care. They're not going to give a shit. And so, and not just the movie trailers, which is one thing. Reacting to trailers on like big giant studios is one thing. Okay, I'm okay with doing that. But when you want to react to like YouTube videos, other people doing YouTube videos and react to, I know that somebody said react to Filthy Frank, hair cake. I like Filthy Frank. I like iDubbbz TV. I like a lot of those guys. I'm not going to react to their videos because I'm not making money. I'm not gonna try to make views off those guys' content.
Feels like you're stealing their content.
Yeah, you are stealing their content. Like, that's their shit. They worked on that. That's their thing. Even if he's like, I'm gonna put a link in the description below. Check it out if you got time. Why would I check it out when I just watched the fucking video on your channel?
And not just that, but if you were doing it for a smaller YouTuber that had one, and like you're a bigger channel, then you're helping them. And I totally get that.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking anybody. You do what you do, and good for you. But for us, just for us, it feels like I don't want to take someone else's content and make money off of it.
You know what?
I just don't like the way that feels. Now we go to Facebook. Sarah Lakin asks, which horror movie icon would you be killed by? Love your channel. Keep up the great work and keep us all laughing. Thanks, Sarah.
Easy question. Thanks, Sarah, for the question. I would definitely be killed by Freddy Krueger.
Why?
Because I'd be having a badass dream about sexualness, and then he can kill me, like, you know.
You'd be fucking Freddy?
I'd be fucking awesome hot girls. And
dudes?
Dudes, too. I mean, it could be like a Roman thing. By the way, guess what I just noticed?
What?
That door's fucking shut.
I'll open it.
So the light's been changed.
That's okay.
Jam! Shut the fuck up. Now it's stuck in mine, asshole. God, dude.
I would be killed by...
Your mom for not doing your chores.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take...
Take him?
Yeah.
I'm going to take him hard.
Fuck, man, it's hard. I don't want to be killed by
Why
Freddy. Freddy scares me. I'll be killed by Jason, because it seems like you have the chance of it being swift. Like, he'll just knock your head off, maybe.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
But what if he shoots an arrow through your
Michael's
throat?
definitely by knife, probably, and I don't like knives, the thought of being cut, so I'm going to take Jason.
What about the ring girl? Because you die instantly from fear.
Oh, yeah. I'm still going to go with Jason.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I can see that.
I don't want my TV to kill me. It's the only friend I got. Bano Rodriguez asks, you guys ever think about doing a Throwback Thursday or something along that line where you do a throwback movie each week, like Goonies, Jaws, etc.? Movies we all grew up on. You guys are awesome. Keep laughing.
Thanks for the question, man. And thanks for saying that.
Dude, that
we
Corona
actually
stinks.
It does. It smells like the fucking cat's fart. You know, we kind of did a throwback a little bit just recently. We did a 90s kind of recap, and we plan on doing more of those. That was fun. We really love going back and watching those kind of movies and doing a review for you guys. The Pest is actually in the pipe right now. We actually got something cool worked out for you guys also, a little special thing. But a Throwback Thursday kind of thing, yeah, like doing like old movies or something. That
That's
would be
possible.
Yeah.
We're talking about doing something right now called Sequel Saturdays, where we do like all horror sequels on Saturdays, something like that. So yeah, that is a good idea. That's something we may do at some point for sure. Crystal Ramos asks, will you please do a review for the animated Batman
Blads.
Will you please do a review for the animated Batman Bad Blood someday? I love Batwoman also as much as you two. Aw. Much love from Los Angeles. I wish I lived in Los
LA
Angeles.
sounds great.
Los Angeles!
Thanks for the love, sweetie.
By the way, I can't wait for Jay to do another Dr. Loomis. They make me so happy and make my day.
Are you sick of it? Yeah, Loomis will probably come back at some point. We just haven't really worked out when or how he's going to come back. Actually, I'm not going to... I don't want to tease anything, but we're working on something with that. But the thing about the Batman movie, the card, we love the animated. Anything DC does animated is great. I would do that. I'd be down for that.
I'm gonna say
we were
yeah.
going to do the Killing Joke. Well, I didn't get around to watching it until later, but it sounded like fucking dope as hell. So
yeah, I say at some point we're gonna do all the DC animated films for sure because we fucking love them. Pat Ellingson asks, "What's your top 10 most anticipated films for next year?"
Oh, man.
That's a loaded bag. That's a lot. I gotta look and deeply.
Okay,
we'll do a video. We'll do a whole video.
Yeah,
on that.
I'll say one thing for sure. Star Wars is definite. I mean, you got to see Star Wars, and then isn't Thor Ragnarok coming out?
Yeah, I think so.
So Thor Ragnarok and Star Wars for sure. And I don't think Justice League dropping in 2017.
I think that's 2017.
Damn, that's gonna be a huge.
That'd
year.
be my number one for sure, atop everything, no matter what happens in my life. The Batman movie won't be out for a while. You know what? I'll tell you what. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do a video. We'll do a whole video.
Yeah, we'll do a whole. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
So, also, any advice for someone looking to start their own channel? Yes.
Yeah, just turn the camera on and let it go. Let it go. Like look. If you're comfortable in front of a camera, you can talk to yourself kind of, and you can be stupid and kind of engaging in some way. That you got it. Now, if you're a little stage fright, you might have to work on it a couple of times. But look, any schmuck can turn the fucking camera on and film themselves doing whatever. They can be filming themselves cooking dinner. For some reason, it might blow up. We never know. Like, we don't know why people like certain people. But honestly, if you just want to make a YouTube video, I would say turn the camera on yourself and see what it looks like, and see if you want to put that out there for the world to see.
I'd say this. I'd say number one, first off, before you do it, I wouldn't watch another YouTube video for like 2 months, or for a while.
That's a big one.
Don't even turn on YouTube or look at it, because automatically you're going to be influenced by what's going on there. And so many times, and it's happened to us, you just turn it on and what you've been watching is what you expect.
Basically, what you have happen is it ain't the home for me to jam.
Jam.
Fuck it, that's from your influence.
But I'll say this, don't watch any YouTube for a while. Go on and just imagine what you'd want to see. What video do you want to see that nobody else is doing? And B, you're going to suck ass. You're going to suck ass when you start. Don't let that get you down. People are going to give you shit like you're doing a fucking YouTube channel. I still get so much shit from people about it. And
that's that's in real life.
Yeah, you got to have thick skin, be ready for people to say whatever. And just take the criticism to a point.
Look, here's the thing, though. I want you to understand, because most people that maybe are beginner YouTubers, and I think we knew this going in, and honestly, I guess just the way that we grew up and the school we went to, it was fucking ghetto as fuck anyhow. You have people hate on you for no reason. Like, your opinions or your thoughts on film, they'll hate on you. It has nothing to do with the movie itself or whatever you were talking about. They just don't like you. You've done that 18 times. I'm not going to touch your fucking nose. But they'll do that for no reason whatsoever. They'll just do it because they're assholes that lurk in their mom's basement and want to say something mean to somebody on the internet. And those guys don't have the balls usually to put their fucking face on the internet anyway. Yeah. So you got to block them out and just do what you got to do.
Remember, you're putting yourself out there one way or another. You're getting in front of the camera and you're doing shit. So do the best you can to not be nervous, and just tell yourself, I'm not going to show anybody this. I'm not going to show anybody the video I'm about to make. Leave your balls out on the table. Be you. Be stupid. Be whatever the fuck you want to see in a video, and just do it. And then if you're too ashamed or embarrassed to release
That's okay.
Hone it and tone it down. Hone it and tone it.
Well, hone it and tone it.
And I'll also say this, when you do get started and you get some content you want and you like, do some research on YouTube SEO, search engine optimization. That's tagging, titling, your thumbnails matter a lot. You've got to have all that back-end shit, or no matter what, nobody will see your video.
I want to also point out the fact that Mike and I have had people that we wanted to have on one of our shows or whatever, and we know that their skin's not thick enough. We don't want... Look, the internet's a rough place sometimes, you know what I mean? And like I said, I already mentioned, people will hate on you for no reason. They'll say a lot of mean things to you for no reason. And Mike and I can take that shit. We don't give a fuck about it.
Because I've been called fat, gay, ugly, all true.
At least you've been. Yeah, but I've been called dying of AIDS. I've been called multiple fucking things. I don't give a shit. Like, Mike and I don't give a goddamn shit. You read that stuff and you're like, well... How does your mother feel after I fucked her last night? Because I'm sure that she's going to have another kid on the way. You just don't give a shit. Like, we could probably go after these haters, and but they're trolls. Like, the internet troll. They want to fucking get on there and say something outlandish and mean or whatever to get noticed by the channel, because they're so sad they have to have notice. Mm-hmm. So if you can get past that, you're going to be good. But we've had people, like I said, that we want to include in our channel. Like, we want to include sometimes some family members or friends that we don't want to really put on, even though we want to. In a way, it's kind of a double negative, because we know that they might not be able to handle what we're already signed up for. Like, I don't give a shit to be yelled at or called out or whatever.
And also, it's a long process. No matter what happens to you or how it goes, it's going to be a long process from A to where you want to be.
Yeah, don't get frustrated.
So the best thing I can say is start right now. Start today. Turn on the channel. You don't have to release it, but do it. Film yourself, start acting in what you want to be doing, and then when you're happy with it, when you get that video that you're like, I'm comfortable with people seeing this, I'm happy with it, it's what I want to see, then release it. And then the key is, when you have a video that you're happy with, then you want to really put in the time and effort into promoting it, figuring out how to get it seen, because that's just as hard as making a good video in the first place.
It's just like wanting to have good sex. And also, and the other thing is, you're going to be psyched as fuck. I mean, we're still psyched when we get 1 or 2 subscribers, but you're going to be psyched as hell when you get your first, 10 or 50 subscribers. You're going to be like, oh my god, I'm going to be PewDiePie. Like, you get so awesome, you get so into it. So, yeah.
And also, anytime you want, message us on Facebook or whatever. If you have any questions about how anything works, don't get held up on it. If you want to ask us anything you want, I will answer it to the best of my abilities anytime. So,
but it is so weird, though. Like when you first started doing a YouTube channel, I don't know if other YouTubers talk about this. I guess they have in some way, but when you start a YouTube channel, and you have 5 people watching you.
Yeah.
And it's just weird because you're like 5 people actually enjoy what I'm talking about, and you get so hyped. I mean, I'm still hyped that we have what we have. I mean,
can't tell you.
Oh my god, it's insane.
I was so psyched when we got 40 subscribers.
I know.
That's a big looking number.
I was at Walmart, I think, walking, and I was like, we got 40 subscribers, dude. I'm like, oh my god, like, it was so crazy.
And I'll tell you guys this, if it weren't for you guys, I've said it before, but if it weren't for all the subscribers that we have, yeah, we're not PewDiePie and shit like that. Yeah, we don't make a living off of this. We don't barely make any money off of it at all. But I will say this, if it weren't for all of you, if you guys taking the time and watching our videos and commenting and stuff, wouldn't be doing this now. I couldn't have spent the past 4 years or so doing this and putting the work that goes into it, hours and hours and hours and hours, and cutting out and sacrificing so much other stuff if it weren't for the following that we got from you guys. So thank you guys for that. It's people like you are the only reason we're allowed to do this.
And we mentioned earlier on, like the fighting and stuff, if it's around all the fighting and all the other stuff that we do, it's all worth it at the end because of what you guys have given us. And that's we love you guys. We really do. We think you guys are awesome as fuck.
Absolutely. David Grice asks, are there any genres that just don't work for you? Fantasy for me. I can't get into it.
I like fantasy.
I know you do. I'm talking about me. I don't like fantasy shit, dragons and stuff. Like I can get into Game of Thrones. There's certain things that can tie me in, typically boobies. But for the most part, I can't get into hardcore fantasy stuff. It just does not. Anime just does not do it for me. All that stuff.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think the only genre that I couldn't really go into is anime. Even though I did watch Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, but that's not really probably I guess it could be an anime, but that anime thing is so weird. Like especially when I look at hentai, and people that get off on cartoons fucking, it's weird, dude. It's like like how hard is your dick at that point where you're just like, hey, I'm gonna throw some hentai in there. And it's all good. I guess whatever, you know.
I gotta make love to some feet.
But yeah, as far as but you know, honestly, I'm pretty open to any genre except for. Okay, I will say what I'll go back to one thing. Besides like anime, which I'm not. I'm sorry. I know a lot of guys out there love anime and girls too. It's personally, it's not my thing. I don't like that. I don't know if it's a genre or what. That torture porn kind of fucking series. Like I'll watch Hostel and shit, but it's not really torture porn. But I mean, I'm talking about the stuff that is literally made to make you squeamish. Like it's literally made to make you fucking sick. And like that kind of stuff, I'm not into. Like that hardcore shit, I'm just not into it.
Lutura Tambari asks, have you guys ever seen the television series Orphan Black?
I have not. But why are they black and why are they orphaned? I swear to.
I've never seen it either. I'm sorry. Mark Robbie McKay asks, you have to remove one horror franchise from history. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Halloween. Which would you get rid of?
God damn it. Friday the 13th.
Yep. Me too.
Immediately.
I love Jason and I love Friday the 13th and it's great, but I'm never getting rid of Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street. You
can't. I mean, it's Wes Craven and fucking John Carpenter, man. Like, I mean, how can you get rid of those two classics?
I gotta pick Friday the 13th. I hate to do it, but I have to. Juan Tamez, longtime subscriber, asks, what do you think about El Mariachi and Once Upon a Time in Mexico? Don't count Desperado. And that's a good question.
I actually watched that movie not long ago, and I actually didn't mind it, but it's not as good as Desperado.
No, that's how I feel about it in general. Desperado was the first one I saw, and nothing will live up to it. So those other two movies, I can honestly do without. They're fine in their own right, but Desperado. Try to shoot me in the back.
Desperado. But it should have been a standalone movie forever. Like that Desperado. Shouldn't he had a prequel or a sequel?
I'm fine with that. Not yet. Ryan Jackson, this guy played guitar in the band we were talking about earlier.
Cool beans.
He asks, will Mike ever end his fascination with penis?
Will you? Because you talk about it a lot.
You think your son is safe?
I'm gonna find him.
No. Trevor Meyer. Oh, God.
Hey, Trevor.
Fatman69. What are some of your favorite monster movies? What do you think makes a great monster movie? And have you ever watched the recent horror film The Monster? It was pretty damn good. I can say that neither of us has seen The Monster.
No, but I have seen The Monster when I go to the bathroom. But you know what? Actually, The Monster, I actually thought he was talking about the one with Billy Bob Thornton and Halle Berry. That was a great movie. Or Monster. It was called Monster.
They had sex.
It was great. It was amazing. But, like, favorite monster movie, Mo? I mean, monster movie. Your face right now is
tell us.
Making a run for
Please tell us.
You know what, man? You can go with the classic ones. You can go with Wolfman or Creature from the Black Lagoon or Dracula or whatever. But I don't know if this is a monster movie, but it always felt like it's not. I mean, it was a monster to me. I mean, maybe it didn't look like a monster, but It Follows.
I wouldn't call it a monster movie at all.
Because they're a monster. That's a fucking monster.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't even say that's even close.
Shut the fuck up.
I'd say, I'm just going to go generic, man. I'm going to say Godzilla. Godzilla monster movies are my favorite. I get psyched.
Well, I mean, I could go generic too, but I didn't want to say my favorite movie of all time. Jeepers Creepers.
No, like Monster Monster Squad. Monster Squad would count.
But that's not a monster. Like a monster movie.
It's fucking called Monster Squad.
I got it. Never mind. I got it. It Follows. No, I would go with The Thing. The Thing.
Okay. That's
The original The Thing.
I'll take that.
Or Alien. Was Alien be a monster movie?
Yeah. I mean, I think monster movies, I think fucking monster.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying. Well, you're thinking like King
Monster
Kong.
Squad, Godzilla.
You're
type
overcompensating
shit.
movies.
No,
you're. Oh,
that's what I do in the bedroom.
cool beans.
Have you watched? Oh, okay, we've not watched The Monster, but it does look good. What do you think makes a great monster movie?
I think a movie. You know what? Honestly, I'll go back with what I mean. I mentioned Jeepers Creepers, but I'll go back with what they said in the Jeepers Creepers creation. They said they wanted a monster that's got no backstory. You really don't know anything much about him. He has some backstory, but not much. You don't really know his motivations. He just exists. He's a part of the movie that stalks the characters, and that's it. I like those kind of movies. I like that vague kind of sense of where they come from and what they are. You know what the best? You know what? I'll tell you this. Actually, the truth. This is the truth right now. This is America's Most Wanted truth. In recent history, for me, in recent movies that came close to what Godzilla accomplished, you are looking just like you did at 7-Eleven when you took that dick in your mouth. But Cloverfield was the last, I think, truly genuine movie that was monster hardcore to a point, because they didn't show where the monster came from. You don't know really about the history of it. They kind of had theories and rumors about where it came from, the space or that. That is a monster movie.
Actually, I'll say The Mist. The Mist was a fucking dope-ass monster movie.
But that's more like suspense drama.
No!
Yeah.
It's not. I'll say The Mist. I like mystery in my monster movies. I want to know where they came from, where the fuck this thing came from, because at any point in our time, right now, I mean, a fucking...
Yeah, but it's scarier.
A monster could walk out of the fucking sea. At any point.
I know, it's scary with Cloverfield.
Everyone's a suspect!
I know, it's scary.
Anything could happen.
Exactly.
So,
if it's Cloverfield, like, you don't know where it came from. It just was there.
yeah. Nikki R. Halawati.
Ah.
Halawati.
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 Don't make fun of it.
I'm not making fun of it. I like it.
Oh. Is that what you would scream in the bedroom?
If you
Halawati.
could request a reboot of any horror movie, what would it be, and who would be your dream team to work on it as far as director and actors go? A reboot of any horror movie.
Well, okay, you know, we're going to go with the obvious here because it's been, like, circled around so many times. Let's go with Halloween. Because Halloween has been circled around.
Another reboot?
Yeah.
Tastes like came from an old boot.
It's a boot time. Yeah, I mean, you know, look, I'm only going to mention that because it has been... Halloween is such a strange franchise because it's been passed through so many times with different directors, different handles, and different scripts that it just feels like nobody could get it right. And I don't understand it because Halloween is such a basic story. It's such a great story to tell. My dream team, the directors that I would love to have on this, unfortunately he died. Wes Craven would have been one guy I would love to see direct a Halloween movie, just to see where he would go with it. John Carpenter, that would be my guy to come back to do a Halloween reboot. Okay, a Halloween reboot, I think it only deserves John Carpenter if you're going to remake the whole fucking thing. As far as casting goes, it's hard to say. Like, who would be a good Jamie? Not Jamie, Laurie. Who would be a good Laurie? It's hard to say, man. There's a lot of good actresses out right now that could probably pull that off, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you my cast, but I could tell you exactly who I would want. I would want John Carpenter on board, and then the writing team of, say, something like Insidious or Sinister working on it.
I'll say this. You know what I want? I want Friday the 13th to reboot again, and I want the dude who did Hatchet. I can't think of his name. It's Adam something right now. I want him to do it, and I think that would be good. But as far as Halloween would go, I think that I'd like to see Halloween rebooted. But like you said, I think John Carpenter producing, which he already is, which is great.
I meant directing it.
But directing it, I'd like to see Adam Wingard, who directed The Guest, do it. Because I feel like that had some slasher elements to it that would be amazing, and I'd like to see that a lot.
What's his name? I can't think of it. The guy that did Dawn of the Dead, the remake, and Man of Steel, and Justice League.
Zack Snyder.
I would like to see what Snyder would do with it.
For like an action horror,
because Snyder did something with Dawn of the Dead that hadn't been done before.
I wouldn't want to see him do a Halloween movie, though.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, I just would see what he would do with it. I mean, honestly, like Snyder is all about that big budget stuff, but Dawn of the Dead, the remake, a lot of people hate it. I like Dawn of the Dead, the remake.
I do like that one.
So,
but yeah, I'd say any of the top three. Honestly, I don't want a reboot of Nightmare because I feel like the original was so perfect. And the original Halloween was perfect too, but it's been so long and they fucked it up so much. So any of the big two, and I'd say any of the big two, I'd want to see.
Well, Friday the 13th and Halloween.
Yeah, just for the simple reason that they're so simple to do. They keep teasing us like, oh, next year maybe, next year this person,
it's weird though. You're right though. It's weird.
So simple.
What makes no sense is that why Nightmare only got fucked with once. They tried to remake with it and it didn't go anywhere. Yeah, Jackie O'Haley, as much as he tried, he didn't do anything with it. But here's the thing: Friday the 13th and Halloween has been fucked with so many times to have a different vision or a different direction. It's crazy that you can't find somebody in Hollywood to make a great horror movie.
It's a knife or a machete and a mask. It's not that fucking hard.
It's not even that. You're literally given a great lore and a great backstory already handed to you on a silver platter. Just make the fucking movie.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. That's the answer to the question.
But no, honestly,
any of the big ones like the Freddy and Jason. And I don't necessarily want to see a reboot of Freddy again, but Jason or Michael, even though they've been rebooted, a good reboot for them would mean so much to today's youth because it would bring slashers back, and I want to see the whole slasher genre come back like pop punk with Blink-182 and Green Day made a comeback with this past summer. I want to see that happen with slash movies.
Well, let me ask you.
Yeah!
Do you have the time to listen to me whine? No, here's the thing though. I mean, seriously though, question. Honestly, if you thought about it, like what director would you get? Like, I mean, we said John Carpenter for Halloween, or, not Halloween, but,
Halloween?
John Carpenter coming back for the Halloween, but, I mean, other than him, which is probably a very long, vague possibility.
Adam Wingard.
Wingard.
Director of The Guest.
Okay, I think
it'd be absolutely perfect. So, second question.
Dicks.
And, would you like to see American Horror Story pick, what would you like to see American Horror Story pick as their next theme if they have another season?
Okay, so what have they gone through? They've gone through the house, they've gone through the hospital, they've gone through the circus freaks, they've gone through 7-Eleven, they've gone through your mom.
I'm gonna go right back to the same thing, man. Slasher. Make a good slasher.
They've done that.
No,
yeah, they
haven't.
The house and the fucking hospital.
No, a fucking straight up slasher. One killer, badass, wears a mask, total story the whole season.
Asylum.
Who?
Asylum.
What?
Yeah, Asylum.
What?
Watch it.
No.
Watch it. Be educated. No, I swear to God.
But a good one.
It's good.
No, it's not.
It's good. I swear to God.
I've never seen it.
It's good. I swear to God.
Okay, well, whatever. I want to see another
You
slasher.
fucked up on that.
Does he wear a mask?
Yes.
He wears a mask,
Like a
and it's a
human
pure
skin.
slasher. There's no magic or any crazy shit.
He's just a killer.
It's a slasher.
He's just a killer.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Small town?
Yeah. Ish. But look, okay.
I haven't seen
As far as the theme goes with American Horror Story, you know what? I'd like them to go back to what they were doing with the first season. You know, just the house, a family moves in kind of thing. Like, you know, I want to go. The Roanoke thing was stretching it really big. I mean, it was hard.
It would be cool to see them actually do Amityville. It's been done so many times, like the whole season based just on Amityville.
And you know what? When I first watched American Horror Story the first season, I thought it was going to keep going in the same house, and we're going to like get all these, you know, developments on these characters. I thought that's what it was going to be like, but you know, obviously they wanted to go different themes. But yeah, dude, you know what I think it's going to be? Fucking bitch. I think it's going to be Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yeah. It just seems like something that they would do.
This is an American Horror Story in space. Let's go there.
Yeah, we'll just go wherever. It's been done before. I'd like them to go back to the house setting. Like, I want them to go back to the first season.
You're wrong.
I think it'd be good.
She says, she's Don't Subscribe Dead Inside. Biggest Michigan fan.
I know her, yeah.
I'm an Ohio State fan. But
why'd you just say that, bitch?
I love you because you're constantly in the comment section, and I really do appreciate that. And,
I'm a UK fan, so it doesn't matter.
Anna Kiernan, I have a couple. Do either of you guys work in film, or have you ever thought of it?
I mean, we've definitely thought of it. I have the money to do it.
Nice.
I don't work in film at all. I can't tell you where I work, but I'll say that I work in a pharmacy.
Let's just say I work for one of the most notorious car retailer dealerships. I'm thinking of Fight Club. You know what he said? I can't remember what it was.
The first rule, you broke it. I work as a pharmacy tech. I can't name the company because I don't want to get sued. But I work there. I've never worked in film. I would love to work in film, and that's it.
I'm a logistics coordinator. But no, I would love to work in film to a point. You know what would be fun? I think the best thing to do would be to either act in comedy or horror, or direct. My favorite thing to do would totally be direct horror. Yeah. I'd love to be like a horror director.
I would love for us to work on a movie together, like a horror movie. That's a horror / comedy, kind of like a Bruce Campbell kind of movie.
Yeah.
Where we could both be in it and then direct it. Like that's what that would be cool, because there's so many ideas that Mike and I have when we watch certain movies that come out, and we're like, why the fuck wouldn't they do this or that or this?
Or I'd like to write horror and or comedy. Like I think that'd be fun.
Comedy,
but no, we've never actually like touched the tip.
No, we've never been in that
to anything because we live in Kentucky, and that's one thing I want to say. Going back to someone's question about 6 years ago, about what do you guys see yourself in 10 years? I think it'd be really cool to be the quintessential like the movie people on the East Coast. Everybody that does that's big or whatever is in LA, and they're like smoozing with the movie stars and shit, and that's great. I'm not saying I wouldn't do the same thing. Like much love to all of you. But for us, we're in fucking Kentucky. So we can say whatever the fuck we want about whoever the fuck we want to say it about. And we don't do interviews and shit like that. We purposefully don't try to do interviews and shit like that because I want to keep it to where if I think someone sucks in a movie, I can say that person fucking sucks in a movie, and I never have to kiss their ass on a podcast or anything like that.
If we ever met them. Like we could,
but like, dude, you were great.
No, we could say that, but we could say you were great, but I mean, you kind of suck dick a little bit. Like, I mean, you could be like a little bit like, depending on who they were, because I don't give a shit. Like, honestly, at some point, I don't care. I just want to talk to them and see what their thoughts are. But yeah, that would be cool to be like the big guys to go to the East Coast. But
she also asked, what are all of your 10 out of 10 movies or favorite movies? I guess we're not that picky when it comes to movies. We give a lot of 10s out. Like, if something I fucking love, we just gave Die Hard a 10. For me, Lethal Weapon's a fucking 10. Halloween is a 10. Avengers is a 10. I think Avengers is the first movie since we started reviewing movies
I think that was the very first
that we
movie.
both gave a 10 to. And it's not that it's a perfect movie. The reason it's a 10 out of 10 is because the experience of watching that for the first time in theaters and seeing Cap toss his shield and Hulk and all that shit was so fun and just such a special experience. It was a 10 to us. I give a lot of movies a 10.
Well,
I think I've given several this year 10.
I think that the thing is, when you go and see a movie, if you're truly and genuinely, enraptured by the movie, if you're actually enjoying it, if you can go and leave the theater and be happy and, talk to your friends about it and just be really upbeat.
It's like that's one we'll always talk about that movie, whatever it is.
Yeah, and that's not, that's to say for any movie for us. We go and see it, whether it's going to be bad or good, we'll have a conversation about it.
7's a 10.
Yeah, but
Goodfellas is a 10.
Yeah, but those movies, those specific movies that we were mentioning, Wolf of Wall Street, 10.
Wolf of Wall Street's 10. Godfather's a 10.
Those
obviously, Godfather's 2 is 11.
Yeah, but those kind of movies, you can leave the theater and, like he said, talk about over and over and over again and want to go see it and keep, you'll throw out lines at each other and just, that's what it's supposed to be about, man. You're supposed to be able to go and see a movie and be
Dumb and
enjoying
Dumber.
it. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Liar.
Yeah. The Mask.
Ace Ventura.
Well, not The Mask.
I would give
Ace
The Mask
Ventura.
a 10.
Ace Ventura 2, I would even give it like a 9.
Yeah.
But there's a million, you know what? We appreciate movies for what they are. Like, I don't go and we do nitpick movies sometimes. Or we do, go in.
Deadpool's
definitely 10. We go in and nitpick movies sometimes. But for the most part, it's just like enjoying what the director is trying to show and the actors. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is 10.
Those kind of movies, they're just they're always going to stick with you. You're always going to be able to remember lines from those movies. You're always going to be able to have fun with your friends that have seen it.
There's a lot that goes into that for us, but I call them keepers. Yeah, it's those movies that you put in a certain special, like that movie is special. That's just a special fucking movie.
The Patriot, Braveheart.
Braveheart, definitely. Patriot.
Well, not in half. It's close. It's close. It's close. It's
Lethal Weapon, definitely a 10 for me.
Of course,
Mel Gibson's Heart. And but a lot we give movies a 10 a lot to a lot of movies. But yeah, it's just like they go in this special category of like legendary.
But I
wouldn't even call them 10s. I'd call them legendary.
Legendary. And I want you guys to understand. We don't just give we're not like we're not dickheads, but we are. But I mean, we don't go just see a movie and like, oh, we're gonna give that a 10. I mean, we don't give 10s left and right, even though it seems like we do sometimes. Shut the fuck up with
just
your
pretend that
Jesus
just
Christ.
Pretend there's a goddamn piece of glass, okay? You look angry.
You're like scared, like you're gonna become gay.
Why are you asking all them questions?
No, but I don't want it to seem like we always throw out 10s. It's not. I mean, it really takes a special movie to do that.
It's hard to get us a 10, but it's not at the same time.
Yeah, but we really do appreciate, even when they're shitty, we do appreciate anybody putting out something. So
she also asks, when did you guys both first really get into movies, and why did you start your channel?
When I was born. No, I don't know. I think, like, honestly, I can go back. I swear to God, 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old, I got to watch Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. Like, and I shouldn't have been watching it. That was when I really super got into like horror movies, and that led me to getting into other movies. But Nightmare on Elm Street was my first movie that honestly, I think it was my first movie I ever watched, because I lived with older uncles and stuff, and they were 14 and 15 years old. I was 2 years old or whatever. They were showing me this shit. So those were kind of movies that I watched and grew up with, and then I got into like Neverending Story. I got into like other movies, and yeah, it was early. It was like 7, 8 years old.
It was super early for me too, and I can't remember like an exact moment, but I can remember certain moments in my life's history, and I go back to them for just about everything. I knew I was different when we
looked in the mirror.
Yeah, when I looked at my penis. I knew I was different when we went to my dad's family reunion for like Christmas or whatever like that, and I remember all the kids were like, "We're gonna go see Aladdin." Everybody was going to the movies. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool family thing. Everybody was going to the movies, and like all the kids were like, "I'm going to see Aladdin," and I was the only one out of the whole group of people. I was like, "Can I please go see Lethal Weapon 3 with the adults? Like, that's what I want to see." That was my main. Fuck Aladdin. I want to go see Lethal Weapon 3, and I fucking ate it up and loved it. That, and I also remember Star Wars. I didn't know what it was. I asked for the trilogy box set for Christmas, and I remember taking those VHSs, and I pretended I was sick, and I stayed home, and I made popcorn in this big bowl, and I put melted butter over it, and I watched all 3 Star Wars movies back to back to back on a 19-inch tube TV with the VCR and playing it inside of it, and just sat there all day and watched them. And I remember my first like dramatic movie that like just truly like altered the way I felt about film was honestly Seven with Brad Pitt. I stayed home sick from school again. Kids, stay home from school. Great shit happens. I watched. My sister ordered on pay-per-view, and I wasn't supposed to watch it, but I watched it when she wasn't looking.
Son of a bitch.
That's back when you order pay-per-view, and they kept playing on a 24-hour loop for 24 hours. And I watched Seven, and it ended, and I was like, I've never seen a movie do that to my brain. Like, I loved it so much.
Well, you know what? I'll say Nightmare on Elm Street was one of the big ones for me that got me into film. But I mean, I swear to God, this is one that really catapulted the whole thing.
Gay Sex for Men. 12.
Gay Sex for Men, Volume 3, Episode 2.
Oh, you went early.
Volume 3, Episode 2.
I thought it was 12.
Definitely when Jerome cummed on his face. No.
It was when Jerome cummed on Steve or Edna?
Edna. But then Steve came in later and jacked off. But no.
Who the fuck is Edna?
I don't know.
His name's Edna.
He's German. Like, here's the thing. Honestly, besides Nightmare on Elm Street, Bloodsport. My brother and I rented that over and over again, and we hung out with our uncle a lot. He was like into karate. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he was really into karate movies, and he watched a bunch of Bruce Lee movies and a bunch of shit like that. And he rented Van Damme over and over. He rented Bloodsport, Death Warrant, Steven Seagal movies, and we got into those action movies, and we just loved them. And it was so weird growing up, watching those movies, and then going to school, middle school and high school later, and mentioning certain scenes from these movies, and nobody would know what the fuck you were talking about, and you're like, what the shit planet did you grow up on, you piece of garbage?
I gotta give credit to you guys, actually, because you and Cody are the reason that I got into a lot of shit. Like, I wasn't privy to some of that stuff. Like, the action and shit, I was hardcore on. Like, I rented fucking karate magazines and shit.
Yeah.
But when it came to horror, The first time I watched almost every horror movie, it was with you guys. You guys showed me Halloween. You guys showed me Exorcist. We watched Faces of Death together.
Faces of Death. That was a big one.
Dude, I remember watching Faces of Death. Mom made me a fucking turkey sandwich, and I had a bowl of cheese balls, and I was eating them. And like the first scene was this guy was like raping this chick in the basement, and he kills her. And I was like,
yeah. By the way, when he says "mom," I was raised by my grandparents, so "mom" was the nickname.
we call him Mom.
But the thing was, is when that happened, when we rented Faces of Death.
Yeah.
That was, but you know, everybody nowadays can like watch some brutal murder happen. Even on YouTube, you can watch that shit happen. But that was a big taboo thing. Like when we rented Faces of Death, like in our high school, middle school, was like, did you watch Faces of Death Volume 2?
Yeah.
And it was brutal. It was bad. Like, and yeah, you're right. Like
many of my special summer nights. You know, everybody has those summer nights. You remember that way the air smelt and the way everything was?
Yeah.
I spent many of them with you guys, and I remember specifically going to the video store and renting those clear, shitty tape boxes. I remember one night we rented Nightmare on Elm Street. I was like, I've never seen it in Nightmare on Elm Street.
It was gonna be great.
We just got out of the pool. Everything smelled like chlorine.
It was a good night.
And we rented Nightmare on Elm
Love those feelings.
Yeah, we rented Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yeah.
And we were all sunburnt. Like, if I could watch it. And I didn't even know. And you showed me Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was the first one I ever watched. So a lot of my horror stuff came from actually you guys. Some of the best memories of my life.
Those are so good. Like you guys.
Not to get touching.
And it sucks. It sucks shit. Because nobody can ever have that again.
Yeah.
You can't go to the video store after you get out of the pool and have chlorine burns. Like, you can't do that. Like, you have to watch it on Netflix. You know, it sucks because...
It's not the same. They fuck you in the drive-thru.
They fuck you. You know, it sucks, though, man. It really does. Because those video stores were...
Big Dad would always take us out, and we'd go to the video store, and then we'd go buy tacos, too, on the way home.
That was so great. You get some tacos.
You get a Texas burrito. Put the nachos in the burrito.
Yes,
it was the best.
You get some refried beans, some cheese and that shit, some sour cream, tomatoes, some onions.
I was like, this is life.
It was good, man.
It was the best.
But it sucks. We'll never have that again. It's so shitty because we'll never have fucking video stores again. By the way, we could talk to you a million years about our experiences when we were kids and like our favorite memories, but we won't do
best
that.
Best fucking times ever,
forever.
Man. It was the best.
It was the best.
It was the best of time. She also says, by the way, Jay, Guy are beautiful. Thanks, bye. What the fuck about me?
Who?
She said, Jay, you're beautiful.
Oh,
thanks, bye. Do you ever get that way? Sometimes people
I never get that emotionally.
No, sometimes people are like, Jay's fucking hot. And I'm like,
whatever. You get as much love.
What about me? But no, that's what I was going to ask you. If someone's like, Mike, you're fucking hot. Sometimes, do you ever feel bad about yourself? Like, am I ugly?
No.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for putting me out there on a fucking lurch.
I think you're good looking.
Jeremy Moberly.
Hey, Jeremy, you fucking asshole.
Jeremy Moberly.
Go play your drum set.
Jeremy is also the band we talked about earlier. I think you guys are fucking trolling me. The drummer from the band we were talking about earlier says...
What is it?
What is the airspeed velocity of an egg-laden swallow?
Well, let's go through the books.
What?
Okay, what's the airspeed velocity of egg-laden?
Of an egg-laden swallow.
What the fuck does that mean? That's bullshit, dude.
You're a cunt.
Are you talking about how quick Rocky drank the fucking eggs?
James Mosby asks, what's your favorite horror slasher remake?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's got to be Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah,
I don't like that Rob Zombie's Halloween went back and told an origin story because I think the scariest thing about The Shape is that you don't know why he kills. It's like something took him over and we're always in question as to what that is. And he gave him this trashy trailer trash. My mom was a stripper and my dad's you're an asshole.
I've always said that, dude. Halloween's origin, like the original Carpenter, having a kid from a nice neighborhood, a suburban neighborhood that looks like it's, you know, upper middle class, no problems, and then he just murders for no fucking reason.
That's why it's so scary.
And then Loomis is sitting there saying he stared at a wall for like 12 years or whatever. You know, that's scary in and of itself.
Yeah.
But yes, the Rob Zombie Halloween, they went their own way. They tried to update it. I'm down with that. I kind of liked, I don't think it's my favorite though, but it's definitely up there. The Friday the 13th remake.
I hated it.
Wasn't bad.
I hated it.
Your tits are so juicy, dude.
Your tits are so juicy, bro.
But you know, but I mean, I like the Jason in it.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a Friday the 13th remake movie.
But of the big three, let's choose the big three. Nightmare on Elm Street sucked.
Well, Halloween.
Fat bags of dicks.
Halloween.
So Halloween, yeah. I mean,
Halloween.
it's none of them are that great, but yeah, Halloween.
Well, I mean, Rob Zombie's up there. Like Halloween remake, it's pretty great. besides like 20,
except for the origin.
The first 20 minutes.
I hate the fucking
first
origin.
20 minutes.
But they did make him big and fucking scary.
That was scary. Yeah,
and I can appreciate that. H2 though. Oh god, damn it. We won't.
Viking.
God damn it. Matthew Veely asked 2 questions. In your last Q&A, you talked about some truly creepy fan experiences. So what are some more positive ones? Like, have you guys been recognized in a bar and had a subscriber buy you around? No.
No, you know what happened? I got recognized for a second, but we didn't get any rounds for it. Like,
you were at a gas
like,
station, weren't you?
No. Well, that was twice.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 times. The gas station didn't do anything.
Someone just drove by Jay at a gas station and screamed, "Yeah, we watched a movie."
Yeah, that was all it was, and that was them. We were at a bar at karaoke, and some girl was outside, and she was like, "I recognize that face and that voice. We watched a movie," or she said, "We filmed a movie or something." I was like, "I'm not part of that porn group that you think that you're thinking." And she's like, "No, but she knew it. She knew what she was talking about, but." That was it.
It's never ever happened to me.
But as far as positive experiences go, yeah, we've had many positive
Every
experiences.
single time we upload a video and my wife doesn't divorce me, it's a positive experience.
Good for you. How's that feel?
Well, it wasn't because of the video.
Oh, good. It wasn't. There was a lot of... Anyway, but anytime that you guys are like, interactive with us and all the support that we get and all the compliments and all that stuff, that's always worth it.
Everything else is positive.
That's always positive to me. You know what? And there's a lot of you guys, like we've gone to Scarefest and Comic Con and stuff like this here in our local town, like in Kentucky, in Lexington, actually. Love to meet you guys for real, like hang out with you guys.
We never ran into anybody.
We've never really run into any of you guys.
Well, I'll say this: the most positive experiences I've had is 2 things. One, when Michael Adams Dean sent us those sculptures, man.
Those are great.
That touched my heart.
That was really
touched my
nice,
heart in a lot of ways. I was like, man, and every time someone sees that, Michael, if you're watching, every time someone sees those statues made of us,
it's all worth it.
Oh my God, somebody made this for you? That's crazy. Everybody's blown away by how great they are, and that was touching. That was something. And then every single time I get a comment, and a lot of times they're privately sent to us. Someone will be like, hey, I've had a hard time this month, or I'm depressed, or whatever it is, and your guys' videos pick me up and keep me going. That's not a bullshit thing. That, seriously, for me, there's times where I'm like fucking stressed because I've got work and I've got 2 kids and this is a lot of shit and I'm constantly busy. I'm feeling down like that. I'll get one of these comments from you guys and it's like, I've had a down month and your video put me in a good mood today. And it literally recalibrates my brain and I go, whoa, you're not just making stupid YouTube videos and getting drunk with your friend. You're actually like, there is a small part of this where you're actually helping people and it just fucking changes everything. So that's the positive. A long time ago, when I was just a little boy. Nice. No, a long time ago, I would sit at work and I would listen to the Film Junk Movie Podcast, and that's the first touch I got of this whole realm of like fans on movies thing.
Yeah.
And I would every Tuesday they would these podcasts, and that would make my work day better. I listened to that for 2 hours, and it would make my day better. And not only would I listen to that for 2 hours, but I remember specifically they talked about Nicolas Cage movie Knowing. They would talk about a movie, and I would go home and I'd want to watch that movie so that I could join the conversation in the community and sort of they're talking about. And feeling like we're doing that for other people is just like, oh my God, like that opened up a whole new world to me, and it was so fun to see all this stuff that nobody else cared about except for me and my really, really close friends. And to be able to join that community, that just changes everything. And so the whole fucking thing is positive.
It's not even just the fact that like you guys enjoy the movie content and the parodies and stuff that we do, but we've shared a lot of our personal lives with you. And when you guys, like when I was going through my divorce, which you guys know about, your guys' words of encouragement and support on the comments was really fucking awesome. I mean, I don't know you guys personally on a level that I wish I could know you, but you guys like reading those comments from strangers, you know, in a way, or our subscribers. It was so fucking cool to have that, man.
Matthew Veely also asks, second is, how long have you guys been best friends, and how did you two originally meet?
Well, we've answered that question a billion trillion times, but we met at a Motley Crue concert in 1982.
I was blowing Motley Crue.
Yeah, and I walked in, I was like, what are you doing? I'm first. It's weird, man. We met, it was through a weird circumstance, I guess. Mike was originally best friends with my brother, and he...
5th grade.
Yeah, him and my brother had a falling out because my brother decided to go play with other friends when Mike was over at my house and left Mike alone. And Mike and I didn't really get along at first, but Mike was by himself, and he came over, and Cody left him, like I said, my brother Cody. And he left him, so I was playing Star Wars figurines. I had my Star Wars, I had my AT-AT Walker, and my AT-ST, and my TIE Fighters, and my Luke Skywalkers, and all my good shit out on the kitchen floor. And Mike came in and was like, well, you know, he's like, nobody's, like, Cody's gone.
Can I play with you?
Yeah, pretty much like that. And I'm like, yeah, man, you could be like Leia.
It's funny though, because the first time that we met, we were on the basketball court, and you were picking on your brother, and I was like, "Hey, leave him alone!
Yeah,
you get your damn hands off her!" And then we didn't like each other, but then we became friends later on, and now we're all three best friends.
I guess we've been
life.
friends for, I mean, shit, man, that's like
5th grade. I'm pretty
20,
fucking old, so 20 plus years.
20 plus years.
20
yeah.
plus for sure. So
Yeah.
Benjamin Kirk
And not
Rakestraw.
a day goes by that I've not been friends with him for over 20 years that I regret it.
Benjamin Kirk Rakestraw, long time subscriber.
Hey, man, what's up, Ben?
What did you think of the Halloween Return script? Well, Ben, let me tell you. We're going to do a whole fucking video on that after the new year. We're going to read the whole script and piece by piece go through
We
that.
did do a script review on something else, but
Halloween 3D, but we're going to do it for Halloween.
You know what?
Returns
That
as
was
well.
really fun, guys. We actually like doing those script reviews. So.
Yeah, so we haven't done it yet, but we're going to do a whole thing on that, dude.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a whole video on it. Corjay Taylor Renshaw says, I said, God damn! We
Yes,
watched
say
the
it.
movie reference.
Yes,
I
say
have
it.
some questions for you guys. Number
Okay.
one, if you could make your own movie, what would it be about? What genre, what actresses, and would it be a blockbuster film, Netflix, etc.?
You know what? We've talked about that before. I don't know if we have the capabilities to make a blockbuster movie, but honestly, there's two things. There's two genres that I would love to delve into. One being horror. Like, I think that Mike and I can make a pretty damn good horror movie if we really set out to do it. It'd probably be a Netflix thing. I don't know if we'd ever get the money or backing to do anything.
It should be VOD all day.
Or VOD,
Yeah.
or whatever. And then comedy. And actually mixing those two would be really fun.
Yeah,
Horror
and we talked
comedy.
about that earlier in the
Yeah.
video too. Probably right along that vein. Number two, he says, what movies do you guys plan on reviewing? Like Swiss Army Man, The Pest, Four Brothers, or From Dusk Till Dawn? Every fucking one of them, man. Here's the thing. For New Year's, what I'm planning on doing is, I've seen Swiss Army Man, you haven't.
I haven't seen it yet.
A lot of movies I've seen, Jay hasn't seen. What we're going to do is at the end of the year, we're going to review every movie that we've seen.
I gotta catch up.
Of the entire year in one fucking video. So Swiss Army Man will definitely be in there. From Dusk Till Dawn is one of our favorite all time.
Yeah, it's great
Like, we
movie.
grew up
Goddamn.
watching that together. That will definitely get a review at some
And The
point.
Pest, dude. The Pest, you can't leave it out.
The Pest, not
It's
only
coming.
are we going to review that, but we have a special skit planned for it. So that's coming. That's totally all coming. Four Brothers, probably at some point.
I've seen it. I've seen it. It's all right.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
It's a good movie. Number three, and we're also doing that request month at some point. So if you want to request a movie to watch below, share one of our videos on any of your social platforms, and then ask us what movie you want to review, and we'll do that at some point.
Show. You keep burping and it smells.
Number three, if you guys and myself were also in a movie, what do you think it would be about, or what would you want it to be about?
If you were in a movie with us,
Yeah, we were just in one movie together. If I was going to be in someone's movie, I would totally want it to be... I mean, if I had my dream, it would be like, if I could be any character in any movie, I would be like John McClane in Die Hard type situation. Like action movie, like I'm the badass.
Yeah.
And you could be my sidekick.
no.
And then
not
we
good.
would do that.
I want to be in a movie. So he's asking if we were both in a movie.
Yeah.
I would. There's two. I want to be in a horror movie where I survive and he dies. Or two.
And so if it's an executive decision, you'd be like, we're not going to make it. You'd be like, you will. And then close the hatch.
Or I would want to be in a superhero movie and be a superhero, and Mike becomes my sidekick.
Number four, what would your guys' zombie apocalypse? What would be your zombie apocalypse dream team? Oh, easy. Right now, I'll tell you. I'm gonna go with the majors. I'm gonna go with Arnold.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Sly. I'm gonna go with Steven. I'm gonna go with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And
Well, goddamn. Take all my fucking stockings.
yeah, that's my dream team. Those four. No, we gotta go five. You gotta go five starters as your dream team. So Arnold, Sly, Stallone, Van Damme, and wild card Mel Gibson.
You took all my stocking stuffers.
Sorry, sweetheart.
Okay, so this is Living or Dead. Bruce Lee,
That's a good one.
Jean-Claude, Chuck Norris,
Hairy chest.
Sylvester Stallone, and Arnold.
Okay, that's a good one.
I mean, because you didn't say Living or Dead, so I can get Bruce Lee.
Number five, are you guys going to do more top 10 videos? Yes.
Yeah, we have.
Wait for the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's coming. Love your fucking faces, and I will get some goddamn wham up in me.
Good. You
That's
always
what
got
he
to get a little
says.
bit of it.
So I think that's all the Facebook questions.
Thank you guys so much for like sending those on Facebook too. That's awesome for you guys.
By the way,
yeah,
we have a terrible Facebook social thing. Like we don't even have 1,000 people on there. So if you guys are watching us, go to our Facebook and like it because there's shit there. Also, we're on Twitter. That's what I'm going to now is the Twitter questions. Follow us at We Watch the Movie on Twitter. You get good shit, guys. You just get it. And we're on Instagram.
We actually look at that a lot quicker and a lot faster than if we were on YouTube. So yeah.
On Twitter, Rios_LFC at Vincent_Eno. What classic movie do you feel is overrated? Mine is Blade Runner. Classic movie overrated. I wouldn't say quite classic, but I will say Avatar is overrated as fuck. I think that movie sucks dick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I fucking hate that movie.
I love it still, but it's slightly overrated in some parts. The Shining, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you why.
Go home.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna go suck that dick later. But it's because Stanley Kubrick has his vision, and he's great at what he does. And he had an amazing story, and he had a great plot, and he had a great actor in Jack Nicholson. But the thing is, it's not Stephen King's movie. Stephen King really had not much to do with that movie, and he cut out a lot of things that made that novel really successful. I loved the Shining novel. I thought the novel was so great. I read it multiple times, and then when I saw the movie, when I finally read the novel and watched the movie, it's just so different. But it's not overrated to a point where it's not deserving of the accolades it gets. I'm just saying it's... Everybody always goes to that film and says, like, this is the standard of horror. And I don't really go with that. I don't think it's the standard of horror. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I think there's a lot of other movies out there that are standard of horror. Like, The Exorcist is the standard of horror. Halloween is the standard of horror. The Exorcist... The Shining... Sorry. Shut the fuck up.
The last question of the day is one we've already answered. It comes from It's Aiden, and she asked, how did we meet? We already answered that, but I want to say something. It's Aiden. Thank you, and everybody thank her below. If you notice that the We Watch the Movie theme song is back below, it's because this person found it and gave it to us.
Thanks a lot.
So thank you, It's Aiden, and you're an awesome subscriber, and you're an awesome commenter, and we appreciate it. And all you lurkers, you people who don't comment, I want you to comment today. Today I want you to comment, and I want to ask you, what's your favorite Wham moment of us that you've ever seen? What's your favorite when you think about us? What's what you want? And also, what do you guys want? We're going to do some merch this next year. Do you want a t-shirt, a bracelet, a hat? What's your favorite?
Yeah, we're going to try to work on that for you guys.
What saying do you want on it? What video series do you want to see? Anything you've ever wanted to say, just purge it. We love your goddamn faces from now to the end of the earth. Have a happy holiday. I hope you get everything you wish for. What did you want for Christmas? We fucking love you.
Merry Christmas.
God damn it, Fredo, we love you. Mwah!
Give you all kisses.
I want to give it to you deep. I want to give it to you deep.
Deep inside.
I want to give it to you deep. That's what I want to do. We
love
you.
No one wants to deep inside.
Shut up!
That.
Comment down below. We love your fucking face. If you're new to the channel somehow and you've made it through this long ass video,
oh, good for you.
Click that subscribe button and get some whale video.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.